In looking at all fields and all records from the current products table, we see that we have 483 rows or records, and we have 6 fields. This last field here is called category. It's got values like no stay, overnight stay, medium stay, long-term stay. Now let's figure out exactly how many products fall under each category. So in the select list, let's type category, count. Now we're going to go group by category and run it. It looks like medium stay is our most common category. Let's say that this query is run frequently and you want to give this query a name. You want to call it get category count. Well, above this, I'm going to type create procedure and call it get category count. We'll put an as, then we'll type begin before the start of the query and end at the end of the query. Now let's give ourselves a little more room and indent the query itself. Run this code, and it says commands completed successfully. Well, open a new query window and type execute and the name of the stored procedure you just created, and you get your results. You can also see the object appears under the database you created in, under programmability, under stored procedures. There is now a stored procedure called get category count. Now we're going to use group by and order by in the same query. Let's start off by selecting every record from the location table. We get 4 records. But we can't tell by looking at just this table which location has the most number of employees in it. Our goal will be to create a get location count, which shows the location ID and the number of employees. And we're going to sort it so the most populated location ID is listed first. So let's join this to the employee table by first aliasing the location table as loc and interjoin it to the employee table as emp on loc.locationID equals emp.locationID. Let's run this, and now let's pick the loc.locationID field and the count of how many records we find. We're going to have to add a group by on the loc.locationID field. Let's run it. Okay, it looks like our most populated location is location number 1. Location 3 is not listed because it's an inner join. So let's change it to a left outer join so we get all of the locations. Okay, now what we want to do is list the most populated one on top and the least populated location on the bottom. But wait a minute, Chicago has no employees. Why did a 1 appear? That's because we counted the records and the left join gave a record with a null. So why don't we count the emp IDs? How many employee IDs are in each location? And there you see Chicago, location 3, has 0. Now let's sort it by doing an order by count emp ID in descending order. Now location 1 with the most number of people is listed first. Location 3 with the least number is listed last. To neaten this up, I'm going to tab and indent this entire query and put a begin before the beginning and an end at the end. Now above this, I'm going to put create procedure, but I'm going to shorten it by using the word proc, P-R-O-C, and then call this procedure get location count. Now let's run it, and it says completed successfully. So let's verify that the stored procedure has been created. Yeah, the get location count stored procedure is here. Let's run it. Type execute, the name of the stored procedure. And there's your results. Lab 4.3, Skill Check 1. Using what you've learned, create a stored procedure called Get Categories by Product Count. This will join the current products and the sales invoice detail tables and show the total number of orders for each category. When you're done, execute the stored procedure, and your results will resemble the figure you see here.